Hello and welcome to Lesson 4, page 42. This is a song titled Kimmie's Tune in our Level 1 book. And this song is continuing to review the two new notes we've learned on the staff, which is middle C and D. All right, well let's hop right in by identifying our notes. So remember, middle C has the ledger line, and that's that line that we draw above or below the staff, and the line is going right through it, so we call it a line note. D is in what we call a space, so we call it a space note, and it's middle C on our pianos right here, and D. Remember, it's these two specific C and Ds that we need to play. If we're playing this C and D or this C and D, then that means actually we're playing a different note than what is written on the page. It means, hey, you have to play middle C and you have to play the D that's right next to middle C. So let's go on and identify some of the symbols on our staff. And remember, the more we do this, the easier it will become. So up first, this is a what kind of clef? A treble clef. And remember, treble clef means right hand. So our right hand for the treble clef we're going to have to use. Now, right next to our treble clef, we have the time signature. Now remember, with the time signature, the top number tells us how many beats are in a measure. Remember, a measure is created by two of these lines that we call bar lines. So there's 3 beats in every measure, and the bottom number of the time signature tells us what type of note gets a beat. A 4, remember, equals a walk note or a quarter note. Okay, so a walk note is the 4. So there needs to be 3 walk notes or 3 beats in every measure. So let's count 1, 2, 3. Hey, that checks out. And that's why there's 2 bar lines to make the measure, because 3 beats have happened. And right here, 1, 2, 3, same thing. There's 3 beats in this one measure. So our song is following the rules, and we're counting in groups of 3. Now, I'm going to be using my 5-finger pattern I've talked about in other videos, with the side of my thumb playing C. Remember, the tip of my finger in the other hand, we use our fingertips to play the notes, and that is D. You can just use any 2 fingers like this, though that's what it says in our song. Use any 2 successive right hand fingers. Okay, but I'm just practicing my 5-finger pattern now. If you have more questions about that, please ask your teacher. They will show you how to start practicing using a 5-finger pattern. Okay, so our song first goes C, C, D, C for 3. We have 3 walk notes and a dotted half note, which is worth 3 beats. So let's try and play it nice and slow together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. First line, play, play. C, C, D, C, 2, 3, and off. Very good. Now looking at the second line, do you see any difference? Well, there is none. It's just same thing, C, C, D, and then a C for 3. So let's play it for the extra practice. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. C, C, D, C, 2, 3, and off. Great work. And moving on to line number 3, Mayer and Cole did a great thing and labeled the notes for us just for our practice. We see 3 Ds, or our space note, and 3 Cs, our line note, and they're labeled as well, so you should really get this one. Let's practice just 6 walk notes we have to play. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, line 3, play, play. D, 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 C, C, C. Excellent work, and we're already on that last line of the song. Don't let it trick you here. We have a C, but if you notice, it goes up to a D and then back down to a C before ending on a C dotted half note for 3 beats. It sounds like this: C, D, C, C, 2, 3, and off. Let's try just the last line together, and then we're already going to do our full song playthrough. 1, 2, 3. Last line, play. Play. C, D, C, C, 2, 3, and off. Excellent work. And now let's go back to the beginning of our song and try our first performance. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Play. C, C, D, C, 2, 3, C, C, D, C, 2, 3, D, 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 C, 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 D, C, C, 2, 3, and off. Congratulations on completing Kimmie's tune, and I will see you on the next song.